Jamaica, baby, they made me to be the greatest. Serving the deed of my creators. Fresh off of my high haters. It's the king again. Magdalene, chauffeured, bragging and boasting.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the channel. It's another late night reaction, and we back with another Trap Geek reaction video for you guys. This time it's the Woos vs. The Choos battle for Brooklyn. Now, I'm from New York. I was born in Harlem. I was raised in Brooklyn, Coney Island. But I was always back and forth, Harlem, Brooklyn. I lived in Williamsburg recently with my ex. And listen, when I started finding out about all this shit going on, I was like, what the fuck? Because it's weird. Like, I never heard of, like, the Woos would be like Bloods and Crips together. The Choos would be like Crips, GDs, and some Bloods together. So it's like, bro, I thought, you know, gangs never did shit like that. It was, they linking up, basically. It's couple crews that linked up that's beefing with each other in Brooklyn. So I mean, I found that shit was weird. You know, we know who was the biggest Woo. Pop Smoke, rest in peace, one of my favorite artists to come out of New York. There's a lot of two rappers I think is dope. I mean, 22 G's. Haven't really heard too much music from him, but what I have heard, No Suburban, the joint with Coach the Ghost, move like he's fire. Coach the Ghost fire. Envy Kane, the Woo. We got Chef G, Sleepy Hollow. Who else? Pop, I said that. Fabio, another big one. So it's crazy, man. This shit is heating up in the city. Well, Brooklyn only. That shit don't happen in other boroughs. That's just a Brooklyn thing. But I'm pretty sure they got other people that rock with certain people in different boroughs. It's just not as heavy as it is in Brooklyn. So let's hop in this joint. Let's check it out, man. Let's see what the fuck Trap Geek got to say about this. Shout out to Trap Geek.
A lot of niggas that rap that drill shit don't really drill shit, bro. They don't. They say they spinning through the floors. I don't know where they spinning. They getting lost.
Choke GDK, nigga. We invented all that shit, nigga. 6 straight K, all that shit. 6 straight toast. They know who invented that.
With that takedown of accused gang members in Brooklyn, 21 arrests and what's been called a reign of terror that left 2 people dead and 4 others hurt.
And the 2 street gangs that I'm referring to in this case are called Woo and Cho. They're actually umbrella groups. Each consists of a number of other loosely affiliated gangs that work together. They come together basically to fight each other.
Alright, what's up everybody? We gotta talk about the Brooklyn drill scene that's been heating up. Everybody knows the Woo because of Pop Smoke and the rise of Fabio Foreign, who's been on XXL. To fans, the Woo is a rap collective, but in Brooklyn, it's one half of this brutal war for territory that's been going on between the Woos and the Choos. And this has been escalating so much that 2 weeks before Pop Smoke was killed, NYPD took down 34 Woo and Cho members in Brooklyn. After following them for 2 years and building a case, they cleaned house. Now with Pop Smoke and Fabio, the Woos managed to take control of the music scene in New York. The brand was getting worldwide recognition. A lot of the A&Rs at the labels from Brooklyn had direct ties to the Woo, and it got to the point that even the biggest Cho rappers, when they were invited to radio stations, were forced to rap over Woo beats.
Brooklyn, we in Brooklyn.
I see y'all flex playing.
Oh!
You know who run this shit though.
That's crazy. I might have to do a reaction to that shit. But listen, man, that's a hot beat, man. Fuck all that other shit. That's a hot beat. Like, you would want to rap on your ops beat and try to spit better, you know, try to kill that shit. You know, like, oh, word, that's his beat. I'm gonna show you, nigga, that you ain't better than me. I'm rapping on your shit and I'm gonna kill it more than you did. So I don't really look at that too much right there, like anything.
Big GD shit, what?
But with Pop Smoke's murder, the playing field evens out. The Choos are getting more and more disrespectful as they grow in numbers. You got people like Coach the Ghost, who's Pop Smoke's direct rival, signing to Gucci Mane immediately.
That was his direct rival? What are you talking about? I ain't even hear about Coach the Ghost till recently. I didn't know he was even, when Pop was alive, was he making music? Somebody fill me in, I don't know. Cause can't really say that's his direct rival. It was Pop. Come on, bro. Pop did a lot already in the short amount of time that he was fucking out.
After Pop Smoke was killed, releasing diss tracks poking fun at his death, with Woo rappers sending shots back at him, burning Cho flags and fitteds in their music videos, basically as a declaration of war.
I just reacted to that. I just reacted to that shit tonight. It's gonna be out. By the time y'all see this video, that video will be out. What's his name? I have the paper right here. Daffy.
All this has made for a violent year in New York, with the last couple months escalating during the pandemic. shootings doubled, and murders are up by 50%.
Man, New York is back on their shit, man. And I live over here, so it's like, goddamn. You know, this is crazy. If you outside, just be careful, bro, because the city hot. And wintertime coming, grimy season is about to be in full effect. Now it's going to be the first winter where people got masks on, corona. So it's going to... Just be safe out here, man. This shit is heating up, man. It's heating up. I'm surprised. I was surprised, honestly.
Year in New York, with the last couple months escalating during the pandemic. Shootings doubled and murders are up by 50%. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Millie's. Let's go.
Oh, you know what's funny? I gotta do a reaction to Millie too. I just forgot about that. This was gonna be the last video. But Millie dropped something today. I gotta check it out. So he just reminded me, but I was gonna skip this anyway, so yeah, sorry Millie. I'm gonna react to you, don't worry.
Alright, right now, if you want to rap in New York, you got to attach yourself to one of the larger movements that's going on in the city. That's either Woo or Cho.
Yo, bro, cut it out, bro. I'm from New York. Don't pump that. If you want to rap in New York, you just gotta be nice. You ain't gotta be affiliated with nobody. They weren't the first people to do music in New York that was popping, bro. You act like you gotta be affiliated with somebody to get on. No, nigga, you bugging.
And they do not get along. It's two umbrella groups with different sets from different gangs in them, and they've been at war for several years now. Lots of viral videos of people getting run up on, shootings in traffic, stabbings, and of course diss tracks over drill beats. Only in New York can you have Fabio Foreign, a Crip.
That video right there was when Pop Smoke was like 13 or young, and they ran up on him, they slapped him. But Pop Smoke caught homie that did that to him. You know, he caught up with the dude. So listen, man, it happens when you're young. You get put in situations like you don't win them all, man. You don't win every battle. You're not always gonna come out looking like a motherfucking superhero. Sometimes you take L's and then you catch W's too. It is what it is.
Surrounded by bloods, yelling GDK in a music video.
Fabio, they don't know what they started. We yoga retarded. We still in that gang shit. And you know that's one thing we don't play. Cause we your GDK if you fully your brain split.
God damn, that don't even sound like him, bro. What the fuck? He looked like he motherfucking 25, but he sound like he's 16 in this video.
Foreign, a Crip, surrounded by bloods, yelling GDK in a music video.
Fabio, they don't know what they started. We yoga retarded. We still in that gang shit. And you know that's one thing we don't play. Cause we your GDK if you fully your brain split.
Now the Woos heavily outnumber the Choos in Brooklyn, and it's all happening in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's a big borough. It's got a lot of different neighborhoods with different factions controlling them. For example,
Brooklyn is different, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Brooklyn is different. The water's different over there. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Bronx too. Bronx, another part of the city that's fucking ruthless, grimy. But nigga, they say Brooklyn could be a city itself. That's how big it is. Like that could be a city, a borough.
Narcy, that's the Floss, that's where Pop Smoke is from. Big Crip Zone. Bed-Stuy, that's Blood territory. Flatbush, that's a whole mixture. It's got Crips, Bloods, and Gangster Disciples. And the Gangster Disciples are basically against everybody.
GDs in Brooklyn, Evansville, niggas started top ops, you feel what I'm saying? We got a lot of drama with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like, people took that term,
Rest in peace, Zach TV too.
Big ops, I never heard of this shit before, you feel me, bro?
They're small in numbers, they stick together. Essentially, they make up like 90% of the Cho movement with a sprinkle of Crips and Bloods in there. See, gang affiliation really doesn't mean anything in New York because the Woos are made up of Bloods and Crips, and their main beef is...
You keep saying, like, you keep speaking for the city like you know what the fuck going on over here, bro. That's just a Brooklyn thing, my brother. Bronx ain't playing that shit. There's no, like, everywhere else don't do that, bro. It's just that one part of the city, my guy. And I know that, and I'm not even really, like, in tune with everything, my guy. Like, what are you saying?
Is basically against GDs.
It's Fabio Foreign, Mr. Heisman's ever. Big GDK, top 9, dot twirl, shooting everything, spinning, nigga. You know what time you.
Now, the Ebbsfield Apartments in Brooklyn is like the stronghold for the GDs. It's been controlled and operated by them for a long time, at least since the early 90s. They are direct descendants of the Gangster Disciples out of Chicago. Their leader was taken down in 2012 and sentenced to 20 years for racketeering, attempt murders, and gun raps. His crew was notorious for armed robberies. They did setups through Craigslist and of course shooting at rivals, one of their biggest being GS9.
Capsule. Wu Kang, folk shit, nigga.
Remember what Bobby Shmurda? He rode down the one-way. Niggas remember what Bobby Shmurda did. He drove down the one-way.
Free the real looks, free GS9, bitch. But say this though. Y'all niggas is pussy, free GS9.
Those are the Ebbsfield apartments, and some of the young.
They saying, yo, GS9 was official, so free them. Basically trying to say all the other cribs ain't real like that. That's crazy.
Younger GDs jokingly saying free GS9, who they were in a big war with since 2009. Around 2014, GS9 and Bobby Shmurda was the single biggest act in the country.
Freedom,
he was the hottest artist in the city, taking over the airwaves. But
free GS9, free motherfucking Bobby Shmurda and Roddy Rebel. I fuck with their music. I just feel like they did him dirty in parole board. He was supposed to be out this year. They're making him do a whole nother fucking year, bro. That's corny.
With all that popularity, it's impossible not to draw attention to the shit that your crew is doing. And fans were oblivious. They had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. The New York police created a rap task force called the Enterprise Operations Unit.
They been had the hip hop cops in New York, bro. They did that for 50. G-Unit and 50 Cent when the Murder Inc. and shit was going on. The police, they've been had a police task force. So this might be a separate division in that task force, but the hip hop cops is not new.
It's the same one that took down 6ix9ine, Shotty, and Treyway, who, with the 9 Trey Bloods, were affiliated with Woo. 6ix9ine, of course, was the pivotal witness who turned state in that case, brought down everybody. They also had wiretaps and informants in place for years, gathering intel. The Rap Task Force also took down GS9 and Bobby Shmurda several years back in a very public case with like a 63-page indictment. There were phone taps, informants, guns and drug possession, guns jamming while shooting at ops on the block, Bobby shooting into a crowd, Bobby shooting at his own homies who owed him $300, shooting at rival gangs. It was reckless. Bobby's own lyrics directly implicated several GS9 members in crime.
That one song took down the whole team, bro. He really was hot for that joint, cause he said a lot of things, but hey, he lived his life, man. He rapped about what he really was living, so salute that.
Crimes they would get convicted for, but the lyrics themselves could not be used in court and was ultimately shut down by the Supreme Court. Nevertheless, the hottest movement out of New York taken down. And while Bobby was standing trial, a high-ranking GS9 members.
The crazy thing that I just realized right now that I thought about way back in the day, it's like every time a New York rapper starts getting popping, he either gets killed or gets locked up. You know what I'm saying? It happened with Chink's Drugs. Fire, rest in peace to Chinks, one of my favorites, got killed. Bobby Shmurda, he was hot. One of the hottest at that time in the game, period, gets locked up. Then we get Pop Smoke. Like, yo, New York can't win, bro. That shit kills me, man, because we have so much talent that some of the best talent ever, legendary talent. That, look, we lost Big L's, we lost Big Pun, we lost Biggie. Many other artists like passed away. It's a lot of them, bro. Shit never fails.
His body was found on the Brooklyn beach, wrapped in plastic bags with duct tape on his face and over 100 pounds of cement covering his feet. Straight Italian mafia shit. This kid's name was Peter Martinez. Allegedly, he owed a lot of people money. He went missing for 3 weeks, and investigators say that the perps basically put his feet into buckets and poured cement in, trying to sink his body. But the job was not done correctly, and they let air in, and his body floated to the surface. When Rowdy and Bobby got locked up, the GDs in Ebbsfield took advantage and started dominating the music shit with this rap clique called the Blickies. They X out the C in the name Blickies because they beef with GS9 and the G-Stone Crips. And at that time, the Chicago drill wave had just ended. So New York took that energy, imported those drill beats from the UK, and made Brooklyn drill. And before anyone outside of New York knew who Pop Smoke or the rest of the Woo rappers were, it was the Choos who had the strong movement with the Blickies. Kodak Black was out there in Brooklyn often with the Blickies, showing them love early on.
22 G's, right?
Blicky. Sniper Blicky, man. Blicky the sniper. Yo,
Gang.
Now Kodak even signed 22 G's, the General Blicky, to a label deal basically solidifying the Choos in the music industry. 22G's came out with the song Suburban, which did really well, but it led to a bunch of diss track responses, notably the direct diss track response from Chef G called No Suburban, which overtook the original in popularity. Of course, Chef G is a Crip from Flatbush. His crew has been warring with GDs for quite some time, as is the trend in New York right now, and Chef G himself got into fights with his ops at the courthouse.
As y'all can see in the video, your boy ran up and got punched up. Him and it was two of them, both of them. Punched both of them. Your boy ran up and got done up in court. How you gonna run up and get done up on your own live?
And he got into a big brawl with one of the most popular members of the Blickies named Nick Blicky, who actually stabbed Chef G in the head.
Hey yo, tune in, everybody tune in, everybody tune in. This is too much. This is too much now.
Now Nick Blicky himself,
homie got poked in his head and he laughing. Like, I would not be laughing if I don't even want to mark myself, but I wouldn't find that funny. That's crazy, bro. Like, nigga must have a hard head. Pause.
had a lot of songs bubbling in the underground with 4 million views, 2 million views. Like, his career was getting hot, but he was also getting into shootouts with Woos in Brooklyn for whatever reason. Couldn't just focus on his career. And just 4 months ago, unfortunately, Nick Blicky was killed.
443 breaking news out of Brooklyn, where a popular rapper was shot and killed.
Not familiar with his music.
Nick Blixey was discovered with gunshot wounds on Winthrop Street. Tributes poured in from the hip-hop world on social media for the Jamaican-American artist.
Just hours after he posted to IG that he was dropping his first official tape in June, he got shot in the upper body and in the ass with a shotgun 7 times. And the video...
Bro, you ain't have to say it that way. You made it sound kind of disrespectful. He got shot in the upper body and the ass. You ain't have to say it like that, bro. And could have said it more respectfully.
Of his body just laying in the streets of Brooklyn, surrounded by police. It's tragic. It all happened 4 blocks away from where he lived in Flatbush. Immediately, the Woos took to social media to clown his death.
Rest in peace, Nick Blicky, who just got killed.
Yeah, man, shit is crazy. And then now guys is online laughing at each other's death. Like, this shit is not cool, man. Like we shouldn't be laughing and talking about dancing on each other's graves. These are rappers that are from the same borough too. Like this shit is ridiculous, man.
You know, that's that Chicago shit, man. That's what they influenced, the drill shit, the turning people into packs, dissing your dead homies. I mean, there was some kind of respect back then, like before all that drill shit came in, but now it's like no respect at all. It's just who's the most demonic demon of all time.
Of course, the NYPD monitored everything people were saying on socials. Quote, without question, these are people of interest to us, right? That's directly from the NYPD because they watch everything. And the very next day, Wu neighborhoods like in Brownsville, Canarsie, and Flatbush were targeted for retaliation by the GDs. It was 3 days in a row of violence. 3 Wu members were killed in that week alone. See, Nick Blicky was beloved, right? He had a pretty big following. Even the gangster disciples in Chicago were paying respects to him. People like FBG Duck, rest in peace, and other FBG folks were listening to his music on IG Live. He's even got a song with Duck, so the gangster disciple tie is strong from New York to Chicago. And now the Wu rappers are matching that energy with Fabio Foreign going to Chicago, 264th and King Drive, the mecca of the gangster disciple war, and basically making a music video with King Von.
That shit go hard though. I ain't gonna hold you. That's one of Fabio's best verses in a long time. The energy on that track is lit. I reacted to it. Y'all can check it out if y'all want on the channel. King Von, I fuck with King Von heavy. I fucks with his music, you know. And there's a lot of rappers in Chicago I fuck with too, regardless of whatever gang they in. If I like the music, I rock with y'all, you know. And that's what I judge the shit off of, the music. Everything else, like I said, I don't pay attention to it, but I'm aware.
He's got beef with all the GDs in Chicago, extremely GDK.
Love it here. Oh shit, GDK, I was like GK heaven.
Now, as for the future of Brooklyn drill, Pop Smoke is still one of the highest selling artists in America. He's the face of the drill movement even after his passing. Fabio is next in line, but he's got big boots to fill with Pop Smoke's legacy.
Man, everybody is looking at Fabio like he's the next in line, but I mean, listen, I don't think he's gonna ever fill nobody could fill Pop's shoes, my brother. That album that just came out was a classic. And it's me, I'm older. I'm 32, so it's hard for me to like new artists that come in the game because I be like, I fuck with Lloyd Banks. I'm a G Unit fan. I like 50. You know what I'm saying? That's who I grew up on. D Block, the Dipsets, and you know, a lot of new rappers come. Like I like Don Q because he fit that same type of caliber rapper. I like Fab. You know what I'm saying? But Pop Smoke, bro, he reminded me of 50 so much that I just loved his music. I was hurt when that shit happened to him, man. That shit pissed me off, man. We lost a legend in the making. I mean, he's already a legend, and he ain't even get to do everything he wanted to do, man. So I just hope there's more music coming in store from Pop, and you know, I like that 50 did that album. He mixed it. I mean, not mixed it. He A&R'd it, and he made it a success. I think it's platinum already, so it's gonna take a lot. You know, ain't nobody gonna fill them shoes in a long time.
The fact that his car got shot up a couple months ago in Atlanta is not good news. This year, Bobby Shmurda was supposed to touch ground in December after 6 years being behind bars, but his parole was denied. Unfortunately, he will not be coming home.
Bobby would definitely be the one to take the torch, I think, from everybody, because we know he's gonna get so much love when he comes out, and you know he had good music before he went in. But I guess they kept him because they know if he comes out, it's gonna be, the streets gonna get even worse. Everything's gonna heat up even worse if they release him right now. But it's still fucking trash that they did that.
Until 2021. Now the Choos are still applying pressure, but recently had a big internal drama with Coach the Ghost disowning one of their top rappers, MV Kane, saying he can no longer be GD.
The poison is eliminated from the tree. Anybody that's GDK, it's none of that. It's none of that. It's no, you're not playing no GDK games, nowhere. You're not tolerating disrespect. So he's no longer GD, but let us know what's the facts. Let us know.
Basically, Kane's been out in Atlanta. His hotel room got robbed, his Instagram hacked, YouTube took down all his music with millions and millions of views, deleted, and the hackers, when they got his Instagram, they put up a bunch of disrespectful stuff towards GDs. I don't think that's why he got kicked out of the Choos, but people were saying he was causing too much beef, too much drama, so they disowned him. But yeah, man, that's the Brooklyn drill scene. Let me know in the comments what you...
Yeah, I mean, listen, I spoke about this earlier in my reaction I did to the gooey sauce jump off, and I think the MV Kane reaction I did today. But there's more to that story. You know, people theorize that you know, these guys is trying to break bread in the industry, and you know they already get blackballed, the GDs. So it's like MV Kane keep inciting shit and keep starting shit, but I feel like, man, if that's your homie, he's riding for the set, the team, whatever, you don't kick him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You gotta show loyalty. But who knows what really happened? You know, the streets know. But yeah, man, shit is crazy, man. This shit is right in our backyard. What's going down, man? I just feel like, and it's the same shit why New York hip hop is down the drain, is because Atlanta, which is still controlling the game, little baby's the hottest rapper in the game right now. The reason why they so successful and have a bunch of artists popping up is because they don't beef with each other like this. You know, they support each other, they do songs with each other, and they help each other, and they unified. Majority of them unified. Over here in New York, everybody want to be the king. Everybody want to be Frank White. Everybody want to be the king of New York. Everybody think they better than each other, always competing in competition, and that holds us down. That keeps us from really, you know, getting back on track. So hopefully things will calm down and things will get better, but it's gonna get worse before it gets better. All right. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you're new, drop a like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's your boy Dollars. I holla. We out.